Thank you, Infinite Intelligent. I was asked to come back online. So, the truth is, if we live in love, we really would enjoy seeing everyone grow. We can all literally coexist harmoniously. Like you and I can live without trying to bring each other down, without thinking bringing each other down with wisdom in any way. Because the truth is, think about it. Imagine, just think about it. Imagine if there was no justification for lack of love, right? Like, seriously, no justification for lack of love. I wouldn't be praying for, oh God, why can I, you know, hear people screaming, love is the most powerful force in all of existence. I wouldn't be praying for something like that. Like, it would be something that would be natural. Everybody would be like, love is the most powerful force in all of existence because the understanding becomes something that is acceptable by all genuinely without any struggles, without any fakeness, without performance acting, real authentic self. We would all just embrace love as what you know is and why we naturally would do everything to feel good. Right? For the longest of time, I used to wonder why don't people see things the way I see it, right? Because I see things in love and it makes a lot of sense to me. And I'm like, love makes everything simple. Because the truth is, you have done all the mistakes, right? What's the next thing to do? To do the next thing that feels good, right? And if you keep doing the next thing that feels good, right? You would have seen that before you look back, you would have keep doing only the next thing that feels good, and the thing that doesn't feel good will just fade out of existence. It will be like a dream, but it will be our reality because we will see the world a beautiful, peaceful place to be. Traveling to Mars and other planets, right? Wouldn't even be an option because Earth has everything we're looking for, right? Earth has all all we need. It has so much of everything that other extraterrestrial beings, right? They come to Earth just to get what they need because there is only oneness. There is no separation. We are the ones seeing separation because we are so individualized, right? We're so individualized that we are not seeing that there is seriously no separation other than we give it, right? The separation which is an illusion in the sense that it makes us not see the oneness we are, right? We don't see that we are all on earth, right? And if anything happens to it, we are all going to disappear. You see, and you see that that consciousness, right, is oneness. It's something that illusion of separation, right, does not allow us to be so conscious of when we don't care to understand that we are all connected in one earth, right? In one energy that is alive and conscious. Hmm. And that's the truth about it, right? We don't care to understand. The only reason why we don't care to understand is not even that we are just ruthless beings. It's because we are so traumatized by our ancestry lineage, right? Our old life reincarnated selves, what we were taught from previous reincarnated self, right? Because every experience we have on earth, right? Every experience we have in life, right, is recorded in our DNA, and it plays out when we come, and we call it ancestry, lineage. That's what we call accessing our DNA, right? When it's manifest. That's why you can give birth to albino and not have any albino in your family. It is not the albino in your family you give birth to. You give birth to something within your DNA, right? That is not even your present, family dynamics. And that's the thing about life. Diversity is infinite. Diversity is endless. So when we can learn to, you and I can learn to love each other, learn to feel one, that unity with our next person that looks human, right? When we can learn to feel oneness with a human lookalike, we can grow into feeling oneness with things that don't look human, right? We don't try to kill it or destroy it because it's different. It looks different. You just accept that it exists with us, right? And for it to exist, it has to be intentional by what gives existence, energy. What gives existence existing? What makes existence exist, right? So it has to be intentional to exist. And even if we see things like that, it makes uh, walking in love effortless. You're not performing any act, you're not trying to impress anyone, you're just living like we naturally should. Living becomes effortless, and life is for the living. And we don't need to make it any more difficult. That's the honest truth. We don't need to make life difficult. So, to be sincere and honest, right? I'm grateful for where we are right now. Why I am, I would not see any reason why I can be grateful for right now. But I see it because I see right now is our growing foundation. Right now, a lot of us are more conscious than we were ever conscious in all of existence. And I'm very grateful. Like, if you don't know how much I'm grateful, I'm deeply grateful for the level of consciousness I perceive. I'm so grateful that I'm so thankful. Thank you. And I know that it gets better because I've seen it. I know it can get better. And right now, I'm deeply grateful. Right? It makes a lot of sense to me to be grateful because, honestly speaking, we have come a long way. So I give everyone credits that can exist right now. Being alive right now because you are amazing to simply exist. In short, existence needs you to be complete unto itself. So I am very grateful for everyone that can exist right now, for our contribution, the way we can contribute, the way we know how to contribute, and for source itself through all. You see, when you're in love with what gives all life, right? You don't just come online and you start bashing everyone because you literally can see how everything is connected. You know why certain things are the way they are based on energy flows wherever attention goes, and energy in motion is what we call the emotions, right? And the emotions, right, does not change, right? So the gratitude, is genuinely true, and I am grateful. I'm grateful. I'm grateful that I can even need, you know, assistance and feel assisted, because I had to voice out to spirit and say, Spirit, the only energy that can exist is love. You and I know this is true. And negativity is just a reduction or variation of the same love. That means love is everything that can exist. And love is the highest level of feeling good. Help me increase feeling good in every single way possible, right? In all of existence, genuinely, on free will, that people genuinely and honestly can literally grow into understanding why feeling good is non negotiable, right? This is my natural heart every day, and you can't force people to grow into free will, non negotiable, right? Love state of being. It has to come natural. So you have to accept that natural, you know, is a process. It's not that it's not possible, it's just it takes a process, right? These days, I'm always trying to get that back spot. But yeah, my hand can always touch my back. I don't think there's a spot that it can't touch. This can go up, this can go down. Yeah, I do this exercise of taking my hand backwards, like almost 360. Yeah, that's as much as I can help it. I got to be flexible because I'm growing every day. The speed at which I'm growing every day is increasingly, interesting. It's mesmerizing, right? It takes a lot on me physically because I can feel the energy, right? I can feel the increase. I can feel the thickness. I feel every addition, even if I'm the only one literally experiencing it, because it's almost as if people I live with cannot even, you know, identify it. I guess just so familiar with me growing every day that they can't really identify it until they don't see me for a while. They see me, then they see the difference, and it then can be identifiable. But it doesn't really matter if nobody else can identify the growth you get, because it's not like if they don't identify it, I will stop growing, right? It's just, yeah, it's something that wasn't a common thing to me growing up, that all of a sudden it's so natural to me. And I can honestly tell you that this me right now, right, that isn't asking for help everywhere. It's not because I don't want help. I want help. Shit, I've asked for help a lot that I don't know who to ask for help again. But I know that there's more than 2 billion people on the planet, and I started increasing my vibration to align with those people that are genuinely out to increase the positivity of the planet, right? Those with that kind of intentions. And I didn't wait to see those kind of people before I knew that I was deserving of being with only those kind of people, right? I didn't wait to meet those kind of people to say no to anything that doesn't align with it. Like, I didn't wait to rip out any connection that doesn't care about the power of unity, connection, increasing in love, right? Because the truth is, everything is vanity without love. Because love is the only wisdom. Love is all the intelligence in the world we're looking for. Love is love is why existence, right, is meaningful. Because without love, you and I don't have any positive intentions. That's just the honest truth. Without love, you and I, we hardly have any positive intentions. Love is the reason for anything positive because love is everything positive energy, right? And you can see how free this shirt is feeling on my chest. It's because my chest size has shrunk compared to last time, and I see it clearly how the veins are popping out of my chest. I love when everything is hard, right? That my chest is, you know, tight, squeezed. So I like working out to where I can just squeeze it, right? That it's always feeling good when I can, yeah, feel the squeeze of my chest, right? And I'm grateful to be able to achieve that tightness because I'm coming from someone that had a very, you know, obvious chest that just you couldn't help but get a boy or a girl because my face, looks like a both. Like my face was just like that big head. You really couldn't tell because I was born like that. Like I've thought about it, just like I can't even find any reason. The only reason is I was born like that. So yeah, you can't tell because I was born like that, and I'm glad that now I don't get a boy a girl anymore. Right, that was like my past history. That they'll be asking a boy a girl, a boy a girl. I can't even remember the last time someone said a boy a girl to me. Right, when was the last time someone said a boy a girl to me? I can't remember it. So yeah, that's how it would be like, right? When we feed our attention to what we want to see, we wouldn't picture. We will be able to remember the last time we hear of wars and killing. Like I can't remember the last time someone said a boy a girl. And I came from where it was very, you can call it very fluent, right? To where you can rarely hardly hear anything like that, right? And that is love. It's love in feeling good of seeing the person I am. Because I had to first see this man I am literally in the mirror before I could feel like I had to feel him, like see him feeling him before I could leave him. I don't know how to explain that to you much more than I'm doing right now, but that feeling had to be certain to bring out this guy, right? And honestly speaking, I've come a long way to be this guy I am right now. I've paid the price of being isolated in every sense, right? And no, don't get me wrong. At first, right, isolation was something that they pushed me inside, like pushed me to the last end to be isolated. But all of a sudden, inside that isolation, I started doing and that's how I got to love isolation. And isolation became heaven, right? And that's where I am, growing every day, regardless of anything, right? Doesn't mean I can't do better. I can't use help. I can be very, very wonderful when I'm helped. It will go a long way to be appreciated. In short, if you help me in any sense of the way, what gives me life and everything that is interested in no wars and killings, right, is out to bless you mercilessly. Not just how to bless you mercilessly, it's how to see that you are so blessed for blessing me that you don't even understand why blessing me is not something everybody wants to do, right? So yes, that's it. That's how I bless every energy that contributes towards me. So when I'm with myself, I work out as much as I can because I have the energy to work out. Working out for me, right, is to express this energy because I have to express the energy I am. Working out is not something that somebody is like, you need to train. I'm not paying anybody to work out. I'm not even spending anything on working out. Like I don't use any finance to work out. Nothing at all. Like I even eat once a day at most sometimes, right? Like I don't eat 3 times a day every day, like consistently back to back to work out. I just work out regardless. And guess what? It's not about eating every day, right? Or having gym access. It's about energy, understanding energy is everything, right? But it doesn't mean that I wouldn't do better if I had better access to certain things. I probably might. Sorry, I would not probably might. I would because support would always go a long way. Anyone that gets supported, right, has gotten an aid that eases the burden in the sense that not really it makes things easier. And so help, getting help isn't. I'm not saying nobody should get help because I have gotten to this point without any help, right? I'm not shaming help. I'm not reducing the need for help. I'm even saying help is very, 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 very important, right? But I'm saying at the same time, what gives all life is always adequate in the sense that as long as it keeps giving you life, there's always going to be something that would show up for you. Even if other people don't think you deserve help, don't let anyone tell you what is possible because I don't allow anyone to tell me what's possible. And I can only be genuinely honest with you on that. Never allow anyone or anything to tell you what is possible. Like this electricity right now, if I wanted someone to tell me it's possible, it wouldn't be here, right? And you don't need physical to confirm spirit understanding. For those of us that are star seed and intuitively connected, right? That intuition you're getting, you don't need anything physical to affirm it before you are certain within it. Because if it has proven to you once, twice, you shouldn't always need to prove to you, right? But do you know the crazy thing about it? It doesn't care having to prove to you every single time because you see, love will always desire to assure you every time, anytime. Love wants to assure you as much as possible. It doesn't care going the extra mile just to assure you, to let you know that you're worthy for it to flow through you. You're worthy to be alive. You're worthy to exist. You're worthy to be loved because you are loved. Like, doesn't feel exhausted in assuring you because it grows every day. It doesn't feel exhausted in growing every day. It just sees it as normal to assure the one it loves. And that's why I don't even understand why I wouldn't be able to assure the one I love every single day of my life that, baby, I love you because I do. And I don't mind saying it every single millisecond. I love you. I love you. Right? Because I do. I love you. 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 I love you to my bones. Right? And I desire only you. Like, only you. I have no intention to be with anyone else but you. I have no desires of being intimate with anyone else but you. Just one intimacy in all lifetimes for all of eternity. And for that intimacy, right, I desire to bathe and nurture you and take care of you like I take care of what I love so much, which is you, right? And that is how we assure who we love, right? We don't care what anyone is saying. And that is why I can understand why that guy, the movie I watched, that the guy picked up the phone. It was ringing, and he knew it was his darling, right? And he was in a, you know, male dominating space, right? And he picked up the phone and he was like, and they're laughing at him. And see this macho man acting all sugar daddy. But the truth is, it doesn't matter because even myself, I'm not interested in anything but my free will, right? And when I mean my free will, I mean feeling good. And I mean feeling good, right? In every sense of the way. So if I'm feeling good, it's not possible that I'm feeling good and someone I love so much is not feeling good, right? Then why would that be? You know, it doesn't make sense. So yes, unconditional love deserves unconditional love. So yes, I won't make this longer. And I did come online as I promised. I don't know. I'm always dancing this way because I guess I like breeze. You never can tell. Yeah, that's how it feels. Love feels good.